Welcome to Orion Neighborhood Television's 9th annual 5 or 5 food drive. Benefiting the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. Brought to you by Classic Lanes, Golling Buick GMC, G's Pizzeria, Kroger, Home Depot, Grondin's Hair Center, Culver's of Lake Orion, Simply Marcella, Skalnick Ford, M3 Investments, Paula Kurzawa Photography, HealthQuest, the United Shore Professional Baseball League, Do or Die Salon, the Lake Orion Fireworks Association, Panera Bread, Meyer of Auburn Hills, Chicago Brothers Pizza, DeBella's Subs, Norwex, Gals and Ghouls, Sarah's Bath Boutique, and Oxford 7 Cinema. And now we go live to the ONTV studio for the 9th annual 5 or 5 food drive.
Hello and welcome to the 9th annual 5 or 5 food drive benefiting the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. I'm Kendall Ashman visiting from Michigan State University.
And I'm Kylie Barber visiting from Central Michigan University.
Over the next 6 hours, the 5 or 5 food drive will be bringing you live musical performances, interviews with our food drive supporters from around the community, and a live studio link from Lake Orion High School. We are proud alumni from Lake Orion High School. But first, why are we here today? To raise donations for the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. The drive is to help restock the shelves at the pantry after the busy holiday season. But when you donate 5 food items or $5, you can win amazing raffle prizes from businesses around the community. We'll see those raffles later on. But you have to come down here to the studio to donate right now.
Yes, so we have already so many different business partners in Lake Orion that have already contributed. I know businesses have donated around $2,000 within goods and services for our raffle drawings today. So we have the raffle drawings up until 3, and you want to make sure that you get those in. You want to make sure you donate either 5 cans or $5, and then you can get entered into those raffle prizes. So make sure to come before 3:30 though, because raffles end at 3 o'clock. So want to make sure we have everyone entered into those awesome raffle prizes.
Yes, and grab those donations and head on over to our studio. It's located at 1349 Jocelyn Road at the Orion Center. ONTV volunteers and staff will come out and help you with those donations and get you entered into those awesome raffles. You know, if you can't make it to our studio today, no worries. You can still help out. You can donate online through PayPal. Visit ONTV website at www.orionontv.org and click on the PayPal button.
Yes, and you can also donate directly to Fish. So it's 100% all cash donations go directly to Fish, and you can do that at www.oxfordorionfish.org. So all of those donations, if you can't make it out today, it's okay. You can donate online, and any donations is appreciated.
Yes.
So,
and they're also tax deductible. Also, our collection goal today is 6,000 pounds of food or household items. So we hope you guys can come visit us and help us reach that awesome goal.
Yeah, the number of families and individuals requesting assistance from Fish has increased over the past year. Food drives like this one only make a small dent in over the 100,000 pounds of food needed to meet the requests in a single year. So we're happy to be here. We're here until 4 p.m., so make sure you stop by or donate online.
Yes, and our first half hour of the 5 or 5 food drive is sponsored by Grondin's Hair Center, located at 1081 Street, Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Grondin's and Fish have been partners for many years. They are a year-round drop-off location for your donations, so stop by any time during the year to give Fish a helping hand.
Yes, our second sponsor is actually new to the food drive, and they are HealthQuest of Lake Orion, located at 3009 South Baldwin Road, and they offer physical therapy services, neck and back pain, joint replacement, arthritis, sports injuries, and free pain assessments. So they're actually offering a lot of different things for our raffle prizes today, such as a gym membership membership or orthotics valued at over $200. So definitely a prize to win.
Yes, and here's a brief video featuring Groudon's and Health Quest services and why they are taking part in Fish this year. Check it out.
Paul Grondin opened their first barber shop in Dryden, Michigan in 1969. Since then, their chain of salons have expanded to almost 50 locations, including this location in the Lake Orion Plaza on South Lapeer Road. Shanna White has managed the Lake Orion location for almost 2 decades and says she depends on her loyal clients.
Well, we hope that they keep coming back because we're good at what we do. We do walk-ins as well as appointments, but we like to make it so that people can just walk in because everybody's so busy these days. It's hard to keep an appointment if you do make one. We do have a loyal clientele that's been with us for years that come in. Most of my girls have been here at least with the company 10 to 15 years. So everybody's very good at what they do.
Grondin's collects food for fish and has donated a raffle prize for ONTV's 5 or 5 food drive. Shanna told us she has a connection to fish that goes back to the food pantry's origins.
I grew up in Oxford, and our neighbor actually was one of the people that started the fish organization at the Thomas Church when I was a very young girl. So I've used to go and help her with my mom, to hand out food, and back then it was nothing like it is now.
Grondin's Hair Center is located at 1081 South Lapeer Road in the Lake Orion Plaza. For more information, you can give them a call at 248-693-4556 or visit grondins.com/Lake Orion, Michigan. You can also find them on Facebook. HealthQuest Physical Therapy has been offering their services to Lake Orion residents since 2001. With their individualized treatment plans and advanced technology, they work to promote healing and recovery for their patients.
I think HealthQuest, we're community-based. We opened here in April of 2001. I was the owner. I live in Lake Orion, right in the Keatington area. And we want to, like I said, help people live life well. From infants, we have a pediatric program, to the middle schools, the elementary schools. We treat a lot of adolescent athlete injuries. High school, we're actively involved with the Lake Orion hockey team. In addition, we have a great program for seniors. It's called the Silver Sneakers. They come here, and Becky Doyle, who is our public relations manager, the Little Dynamo, she has classes, and she gets these people up and moving, turning, rotating, and maintaining good balance to prevent orthopedic and sports medicine injuries.
HealthQuest offers free assessments to those experiencing pain from an injury. The assessments include tips to decrease or prevent pain and a suggested treatment plan.
I've been coming here since November, and when I first started, I had all kinds of back issues going on. I couldn't bend, I couldn't twist, I couldn't do basic household activities such as vacuuming, which made it really difficult in my everyday life. Since I've been coming here, the therapists have been going above and beyond, coming up with exercises to help target the specific problems that I've had. And now I'm happy to say that I can twist and I can bend and I can get back to all of my normal activities, which was very important to me. So the entire staff here has been wonderful, made you feel welcome from the moment you walk in, and they do a fantastic job.
ONTV would like to thank HealthQuest for supporting the 5 or 5 food drive. For more information, you can call 248-393-7707 or visit hqpt.com.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors, and actually for HealthQuest, I've actually been to that location. I had a really bad shoulder injury my senior year of high school from a snowmobiling accident, and I couldn't participate in my tennis season my senior year. But the facility, they were so friendly. It's really close. It's a pretty universal location within Lake Orion. And yeah, it was just a great place to be with friendly people, and I don't know, I got healthy quick, so I was good to go.
It is right down the road, so super convenient for anyone.
Exactly.
All right, so today's live performances will take place right next door over at the Orion Center. On-TV cameras are ready to go to bring you some live, fun, family entertainment. For more on what's coming up, let's head over to Penny Schultz in the Orion Center with more. Penny, how's it going?
Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to meet with you today. I'm Penny Schultz, and I'm here for for the 9th annual 5 for 5 food drive with ONTV. We're here at Orion Center, located at 1349 Joslin Road in beautiful Orion Township, and we're hoping you'll come down and join us today. We have food, fun, prizes, and all kinds of entertainment. So we are looking forward to you being here, but be sure to bring your pantry items so that we can help Fish stock their food pantry. Our entertainment today includes at 10:30, we have Steve Taylor. He's here setting up with his son Griffin, and he plays Americana music, and he has a lot of original tunes that he'd like to share with you today. So that starts at 10:30. Be sure to get down here and get your place. You don't want to miss this. And then at 11:30, we have the D&A dual violin and piano couple, and they're going to grace us with some beautiful music. At 11:30, that's the D&A duo. And then at 12:30, Lake Orion's own high school student is Julia Greaser. She has such talent, and we know you don't want to miss this today. So be sure to get here by 12:30 for that entertainment. And then Bob's music time starts at 1:30. Everyone knows Bob, and we all enjoy him. He's a regular here at this 5 for 5 food drive. So be sure to get down here and say hi to Bob. And then wrapping this up is Broadway Dance at 2:30 p.m. So come on down. It's all happening here at the Orion Center, located at 1349 Joslin Road. We can't wait to wrap things up this morning with our in-studio time. But while we're doing this, we want you to go to your pantries right now, grab your food, get yourself in your car, bring your family, and come down for a great day. Thanks, everybody.
All right, and thank you so much, Penny, for all of that information. We have lots of live performers, like she said, and you don't want to miss those. They've taken their time to come out, help us out, and they're all really good performers, so we're excited to have them out.
Absolutely, and again, you don't have to donate here at the studio to help donate to Fish. You can go to orionontv.org or oxfordorionfish.org to give directly to Fish. Just click on the PayPal button, and again, all proceeds go directly to Fish, and they are tax deductible.
Yes, and actually not all of the donations towards Fish are just food. So actually, the food pantry also purchases items like school supplies, bath products, fresh meat, and produce. So those are some needs that don't necessarily always happen at the Fish food pantry. So getting and donating those types of items are also accepted.
Absolutely.
And actually, over 180,000 pounds of food went out to the doors of Fish in 2018, helping over 4,000 individuals in the communities of Oxford, Orion, Oakland, and Addison Townships. So it's not just Lake Orion, not just Oxford, we also expand those locations. So very helpful. And on TV, the commuters are up and running, so online donations, like we said, are accepted. So we're all ready to go here. We were live at 10 a.m. this morning, so we're here until 4. Yes. So get those donations in, and we're happy to help you out.
Absolutely. We're here for 6 hours, and we'd like to thank our community collection partners who've been taking donations all around the Orion area for the past 3 weeks. You see some of them are up there on the screen, like Village of Lake Orion, Goddard School, Orion Center, Northern Flooring, and so on and so on. We have lots of collection partners that are helping us out today.
Exactly. And like we said, we have Fish serves the townships of Orion, Oxford, Oakland, and Addison, and Fish receives around 3,700 calls for help in a single year. So roughly 165 homes each month. So that's a big number. We want to help out all of those communities. And they're just a busy group, so we want to help them out as much as we can.
Yeah, I had no idea that they also helped out Addison as well. Just thought it was Oxford and Orion.
I know, because that's in the name, but you never know. So
Absolutely.
It's nice to know that. But here's a video of kind of sharing what Fish does and more about what they're about.
Oakland County is consistently ranked as one of the wealthiest counties in the nation, so it may come as a surprise to many when they find out that hunger is an ever-increasing problem in this area. For more than 40 years, Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry does what it can to help battle hunger, but your help is needed. In 2018, 83 new clients were added to the list of those who depend on Fish to help put food on the table. Almost 187,000 pounds of food went out the door. The food pantry depends on annual food drives and the generosity of community organizations and local businesses to help keep their shelves stocked.
To come into Fish, you need to make a phone call and say, I am in need. And then we tell you what paperwork you have to bring in. And then that goes to a client review. and we make a folder for them, and then they're eligible to shop. And they get anywhere from 60 up to 200 pounds of food, depending on the sizes of the family.
In 2018, Fish served over 2,000 households, which equates to over 4,700 individuals. Families also received Easter dinner baskets, Thanksgiving dinner baskets, gifts at Christmas time, and 173 children received backpacks filled with school supplies. In addition to canned and dry goods, the pantry also needs household items such as soap, shampoo, toothpaste, and laundry detergent. Cash donations allow the pantry to purchase perishable items such as meat, bread, dairy, and fresh fruits and vegetables. And money is needed to help maintain the building and pay utilities.
Our pantry man, Ron Wood, he shops regularly at Meijer. And the Meijer Simply Give program, when we're on that program, that is wonderful, because for each $10 gift card that a person buys at the cash register, we get 20. And when it's a double match day, we get 30. And then they give us these gift cards, and we shop weekly at Meijer's. And Ron's in there 2 or 3 times a week. If they have specials on hamburger, he's there picking up hamburger. And then we have people that pick up groceries weekly.
There are numerous drop-off locations established throughout the Oxford and Orion area that collect food year-round, such as the Lake Orion Post Office and area churches. For a complete list, visit the Fish website at oxfordorionfish.org. You can also make a monetary donation on the website. If you have any further questions, give them a call at 248-628-3933.
So Fish is always looking for help. It's not just necessarily donations. You can also volunteer your time. So Fish is always looking for volunteers, and you can actually call for that more information at 248-628-3933 for more information. And yeah, we take donations all year long.
Absolutely. And On TV has teamed up with Lake Orion High School's video class led by Mr. Roger Smith. His class has been busy all year long collecting cans, but they also have a very special newscast for you guys.
Yes, On TV and Mr. Smith are collaborating once again to showcase the award-winning video program at LOHS. We've connected both of our studios together, and the video students have been working very hard on a live presentation, and it's actually directly from LOHS, from the television studio, and they've been practicing very hard.
Yes, the video program at LOHS is one of the top programs in all of Michigan, but also it's recognized at a national level. This special presentation will air live right here at 11:01 a.m. And Kylie and I are both proud alumni from WDBC, and I know you produced for...
Yeah, actually the telethon that I did in 2015, we sent that to MIPA, and I actually got to produce that. So it was really cool. I produced it and directed it, and it was a great experience for all of those students.
Yeah, it was almost 4 years ago now.
I know. And we got to anchor together for TPW.
I know, we did. We had to
That's
anchor.
where we started everything.
Yeah, so WDBC and here at On TV has definitely, put us ahead from all of our peers. We go to Michigan State and Central University, and without it, there's no way I would be as prepared.
Exactly. Like we've said, there's not a lot of high schools that do have broadcasting programs, so the fact that we have not only one of the best in the state, it's just we're so lucky to have that little advantage going into college. That's we do know how to anchor, we do know how to produce, putting videos together that really helped us out. So definitely appreciative of TPW.
Mr. Roger Smith.
Yes.
So yes, and they've been busy all year long, and they are looking for an exciting 2019. So let's head out to Stacy to learn more about how On TV also supports our community.
Yeah, so like we said, TPW is just an awesome class. I know you have to apply to get into it. It's juniors and seniors that both can be a part of the class. So I only did it my senior year, but I almost wish I did it both years. I know. Because we both didn't even know that we wanted to go into broadcasting before we took the class.
I had no idea the world even existed until TPW. I would have never gone into college for broadcasting if I didn't do TPW.
Exactly.
I don't know what I would have ended up doing.
I know.
How many minutes? No, I was about to say how many
All
minutes.
right, here's Stacy.
And see,
We're not, hey!
Hey guys, good morning. I'm Stacey Calloway, and welcome to ONTV's Live. Exactly, this is Live TV. Welcome to ONTV's 9th annual $5 or $5 food drive. I'm joined by our executive director, Ian Locke.
Hey!
Ian, talk to us about what got all of this started.
What got us started? Well, 9 years ago, we were looking for an activity for our volunteers to do in our studio. The activity in our studio wasn't really robust as it is now, and we wanted to find something in the winter months to get something going for our volunteers, use the technology, and give an experience to all of those who volunteer, our residents like yourself and other people coming in give us a hand. So we came up with the idea. Molly Fox, our old outreach coordinator, had the idea we should do something, not just a production, not just a concert, we should do something for the community. And Fish came up. We said, hey, we should do a food drive, a live televised food drive. And the goals were modest at the time. It was 2,500 pounds, what we collected, and we were over the moon. And now it's ballooned into this monster that is a 6-hour telethon, and our goal is 6,000 pounds, and the community knows about it. It took a long time, but now we have really a stamp on a calendar that people are looking for this time of year.
And you mentioned once before that this is like the Super Bowl. Why do you consider it that way?
Well, for ONTV, it is a Super Bowl for us because it incorporates all the technology that we have. It's our studio here at the Orion Center. It's the Orion Center itself. We have cameras and technology over there tying us together. We have technology at the high school studio that's tied to us via fiber optic cable, and all the students are over there working hard, and other things that we own. So all of our technology is being brought to bear, and it's all because of our Cable Commission and the ONTV Board of Directors to make sure that this center thrives, and the forethought of our township supervisors and government officials years ago to think of what could this media center be here in Lake Orion. It's quite unique.
Well, we certainly appreciate your efforts, and thank you for doing your part. I'm going to do my part by telling everyone about the raffles. You got it. So we have exactly more than $2,000 worth of prizes that were generously donated by a lot of our Lake Orion businesses. We're going to start here with one of our local heroes here. Jeff Heath went to Lake Orion High School. He actually plays with the Dallas Cowboys. He's a safety. He's autographed a photo, and he has 2 T-shirts as well as a banner. And I just found out, I believe we have 2 sets of that. So that's one of our local celebrities that we celebrate. And then if you look over here, we also have another local celebrity, and that is Nicole Curtis. She's with DIY, the DIY Network, and she's part of Rehab Addict. She's autographed a copy of Better Than You by Nicole Curtis. And now we're going to go on to a little bit of food. We have Dibella Subs and Dickie's Barbecue Pit. They've given out a $20 gift card, and so if you're in for a little bit of barbecue or some subs, definitely come in and donate either 5 canned goods or a $5 donation. The next thing we have is a pretty big one here. It's the Home Depot. It's a bird and garden basket. So if you're thinking about doing things in the spring, this is the kind of item that you definitely want handy. Okay? And then we're going to go to Skalnik Ford. Skalnik Ford has been participating, and sponsoring for the majority of the 9 years, I believe all of them. They're sponsoring 3 oil changes. So if you're like me and you want to always maintain your car, maintenance, this is the way to go. The next one, let's go on to more food. We have Chicago Brothers with a $30 gift card. And then take a look at that huge basket by Health Quest Physical Therapy. They're offering a 3-month gym membership or a pair of orthotics. Take a look a little bit further down. You have G's Pizzeria with a $40 gift card. And once again, our donations, they're coming in. But we do need you guys to come in and support this. It's a worthy cause. We have a lot of people who benefit from this. Let's go on to United Shore League and Jimmy John's. There's 4 grandstand tickets to a game. So, when it's time for softball or baseball or what have you, you can come out and participate in that. And then take a look at the next basket. It's Norwex. It's a Norwex basket plus a $20 gift card. Now, the best part about this is that there are no chemicals in this. This is the kind of thing that you want to keep your home bacteria-free, so, all the toxic chemicals are left out. And then, if you are hungry and a bread person like I am, definitely, tune into this one. It's Panera Bread. It's bread for a year. So you get a certificate and 1 loaf of bread each month for 1 year. This is a beautiful pearl necklace. I'm wearing blue today. This would go nicely with it. So, of course, making my donations there. This is by Simply Marcella. It's a local shop in Lake Orion, and so she's donated that particular necklace. And then we move down to Grondin's Hair Center. $50 gift card, and so we'll have people come in and donate that. But we want to make sure that we get all the raffles in. We're going to stop here, and then when we come back, we're going to give you the rest of those to definitely donate. So come out. More donations help get you more entries. I'm going to toss it back to the studio, to Kendall and Kylie.
All right, thank you so much, Stacy, for giving us all of that helpful information about those raffles. You can definitely enter until 3 p.m. today, and it's important that community media centers like On TV continue to get their support. There's no better way to get started in broadcasting or watch your local government action than a community media center.
Yes, and we have another feature video at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. Lots of new upgrades, so take a look.
For over 40 years, Oxford Orion Fish has been providing families in the community with groceries and household items to help make ends meet. In October of 2018, Fish celebrated the grand opening of their brand new location at 1060 South Lapeer Road in Oxford, thanks to the generosity of Dan Davis. The new facility offers twice the square footage than their previous location. In 2018, an average of 170 families came through the doors every month, and it would be impossible to meet their needs if it wasn't for the small army of volunteers who generously donate their time. None of the money raised through community donations goes towards salaries. The Fish Food Pantry is run entirely by volunteers.
We have many, many volunteers. Our office staff, they man the phone and bring the clients in. And then we have some that do the client reviews. And then we have our pantry workers who work while the people are shopping. Behind the scenes, we have the ones who stock, who come in here and stock. We have people, you can stop in. If you got an hour to give us, we're thankful. You can stop in, you can work for an hour, leave. You can work for 3 or 4 hours and then leave. And that all just helps. And it's surprising, the crews that we have in here.
In addition to office staff, the pantry is constantly in need of volunteers to help keep the shelves stocked. Families, church groups, students, and scouts visit the pantry on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and the second Saturday of each month from 10 a.m. to noon to help sort and stock the inventory. Students looking to earn service learning hours can meet their requirements quickly by volunteering at the food pantry.
We have a lot of students come in and get their community service, and we love it, and they really love it, And I hear them say, "We're going to come back and do more," and that's wonderful.
If you'd like to volunteer your time at the Fish Food Pantry, call the office at 248-628-3933. You can also visit their website, oxfordorionfish.org, for office hours and other information.
Yeah, so many people like to head over to the food pantry. It's a great opportunity to volunteer. And again, we want to thank all of our volunteers here that came out to visit us today. Kylie, I know volunteering is something you're really passionate about. Last summer, she literally ran across the country to fundraise for resources for cancer patients. And this year, she's doing it a little differently. She'll be on a bike, so in a different route.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about this and all the fundraising you've been doing?
Exactly, yeah. So each individual on the team has to fundraise $4,500. So there's 30 individuals on the team. And like I said, this team, I'm biking this year. So I'm biking from Baltimore, Maryland to Seattle. So last time I did from San Francisco to Baltimore. So last time it was a 49-day trip, and this time it's actually a 70-day trip. So the fundraising has been really hard, but it's been really rewarding. So I saw all the participants kind of crossing the finish line in 2018, and I was kind of like, wow, I love this organization, and it's raising money for resources for young adults impacted by cancer. So just a great organization. It's just a really fun way to see the country as well. So I'm excited to partake in it this year.
Yes, well, awesome. It's a long journey ahead of you. I know you got most of your fundraising already done. So, but that brings us at the end of our half hour of the 5 for 5 food drive. We say thank you to Gronins and Health Quest, and we'd like to welcome our next sponsors to the next half hour show, Classic Lanes. Classic Lanes is located at 2145 Avon Industrial Drive in Rochester Hills. They've been a longtime contributor here at the 5 for 5 food drive, and we thank them for their generosity and for always supporting us.
Yes, Classic Lanes has once again donated 3 bowling parties valued each at $100. So these are very popular items. So you can enter these if you, like I said, donate $5 or come in with 5 cans, and those can be your chance to take home. So
Awesome. And we'd also like to welcome our newest sponsor to our food drive, United Shore Baseball League, located at Jimmy John's Field in Utica. United Shore Baseball League has donated 4 tickets to a game of your choice. You have to donate, again, 5 cans or $5 to have a shot at those tickets.
yes, and here's a quick video on Classic Lanes and how they help the community.
Classic Lanes in Rochester Hills has been providing the community with family fun and recreation since the early 1980s. Jim Selke purchased the bowling alley and adjoining restaurant in 2007 and offers league bowling, open bowling, and birthday parties for the young and old alike.
Oh, it's a great family entertainment destination. You know, a lot of times families look for something to do and they might think about the movies. And okay, the movies are great. I go to the movies, but when I'm there, I have to sit quietly. I can't talk to who I'm with. So I'm there with them, but I'm not there with them. Here, you can come, have a good time. It's a something that everybody of all ages can do. So no matter how old or how young you are, it's just a fun weekend, and I so often hear groups say, we forgot how much fun bowling was. So it's not about the bowling, it's about the, socializing and just having a good time.
Classic Lanes is an active member of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce, and its representatives can be found at numerous community events and fundraisers. ONTV would like to thank Classic Lanes for donating prizes to our raffle, which encourages residents to drop off food to help stock the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry.
Well, I think it's really important for us to give back to the people that are our customers, and by going to chamber events, it makes me aware of different opportunities like fish that are going to be held. So it's an opportunity for us to step in and become a part of it.
Yes, so I actually worked with Chris last Friday. I had a fundraiser at Classic Lanes, literally that location, for my fundraising for my bike trip, and I actually generated $915.
Wow, you had a great turnout.
Yeah, 40 people came, all like family and friends, so they do a great job hosting those events.
Yeah, and like she said, it's so important for her to give back to the community.
Yeah, they do it all the time, so that's really nice. Also, don't forget today is our goal is 6,000 pounds of food and household items, so help us reach that goal by donating.
And we'd also like to take this time to thank Buffalo Wild Wings on Lapeer Road in Lake Orion and Culver's, located at the Inner Park Drive and M24 in Lake Orion, for helping to feed our cast and crew. Me and Kylie cannot wait for lunch, even though it's a couple hours away.
Yeah, it's fine. We're already thinking about it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
But we can't thank them enough for supporting this event.
Yes, they've actually been supporting us since 2012, so definitely longtime supporters of the food drive.
Yes, and we now send it over to the Orion Center and Penny Schultz for our first live performance of the day. And take it away, Penny.
Good morning, we have Steve Taylor. Good morning. We have Steve Taylor in the studio with us now, and he's going to play some original tunes for you, and he's got a lot of great information to share about some of his upcoming concerts.
Oh, thank you, Penny. Well, it's great to be here for such a good cause for the city of for Lake Orion and for all the people they're trying to help today. Again, my name's Steve Taylor, and I live here in Lake Orion with my family. I got my son Griffin with me here today, and I play a lot of shows around town at 20 Front Street and Lockhart's Barbecue and TJ's Sandbar and all the places downtown that have music. And I'm going to be back at 20 Front Street on March 14th doing a special songwriter show, so you guys should come out to that. I'm going to play some songs that I wrote and recorded with my band. The band is called The Steve Taylor 3, and you can find us on Apple Music or Spotify or wherever finer music is streamed. This is a song I wrote about watching my kids fall asleep in the back seat of the car when they were little on our way up north. The song's called Uncommon Places. rushing by. Out the window of the car, while my children are asleep, safe and sound in the back seat. And as I watch the fading twilight dancing on their faces, I'm finding that the best things in life come from these uncommon places. Past few years I've been knee-deep in wind-up toys, getting used to all the noise around here. And I know that you have been carrying a heavy load, thought you had to do it all on your own. And can't you see I'm not going anywhere, and I will always love you, I always will be there. These uncommon places, these uncommon places. From the moment we're born to the moment we die, there's a million little moments, don't let them pass you by. If the devil's in the details, then forget what you can see, 'cause what makes us who we are, all the spaces in between. Just a look and no words exchanged, but in that moment something changed. And as I watch the fading twilight dancing on their faces, I'm finding that the best things in life go from these uncommon places, these uncommon places. Looking at those faces, these uncommon places. Full moon, purple sky, amber waves go rushing by. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do another song here. This is I like to play this song around this time of year because this song is about the first warm day of spring, which might be my favorite day of the entire year. And so I wrote this song about that one day that comes in, hopefully April, but sometimes not till May, when the temperature finally breaks into the 60s and you see the snow melting, and you know that the weather's about to turn. So the song's about the first warm day of spring, and it's called I Love You Like the First Warm Day of Spring. I love you like the first warm day of spring, when the sun shines upon the yellow grass. The trees begin to bud and the birds begin to sing. I love you like the first warm day of spring. I love you like the last day of school, when you walk out of class into the sun. You could play the princess and I could be your fool. I love you like the last day of school. I love you like the changing of the leaves, walking softly through the gentle autumn breeze. Just one kiss from you, and I'll feel it in my knees. I love you like the changing of the leaves. I love you like the soft Christmas snow, when it's early but the sun is going down. When the day is finally done and I am coming home, I love you like the soft Christmas snow. I love you like the first warm day of spring, when the edges of the lake still have ice. I can feel your warm embrace, and how your lips will say haste when I hold you in my arms tonight. I love you like the first warm day of spring, as the sun shines upon the yellow grass. And I smile as I drive, 'cause I know that you are mine, and the wind moves the empty branches as I pass. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. I brought a lot of harmonicas this morning. This is a song that I wrote and recorded with my band, and we were lucky enough, we got a record out that's called the Tennessee Sessions, and we recorded half the record in Nashville and the other half of the record in Memphis. And we got to go down to Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis recorded and Johnny Cash recorded, and U2 did some of Rattle and Hum there. And we got to record live in the studio with a 4-piece horn section, which is really a thrill. It's great Memphis horn players, and I didn't bring them with me today, but I'm going to attempt to recreate the entire horn section using just this harmonica. So here's a song I made up about my wife and how cool she is. It's called The Shape of the Moon. She's busy like a car wash on a sunny day. She makes me dizzy like spinning around in the same place. She's crazy like an X Games rider on a mountain bike. She's the only one that keeps me warm at night. She's pretty like a field of flowers under a sky of blue. She's witty, she can take a joke and then she'll give it back to you. But she's lazy like an out-of-work actor on a holiday. She's the only one that makes me feel this way. Sometimes I run out of similes to explain the way I feel about her. I still get nervous when she walks in a room. She'll go outside with no shoes on in the middle of the night just to describe for you the shape of the moon. She's tricky, like trying to get a sticker off a vegetable. She's picky, she likes to drink soda, but only if it's Diet Coke. She's honest, she'll always tell you exactly what's been on her mind. Not trying to keep up with her, but I'm always a step behind. Whether it's full or just a crescent, she's like a Christmas present that you open one day too soon. It's new or just a half, she will make you laugh when she describes for you the shape of the moon. Well, sometimes Sometimes I run out of similes to explain the way I feel about her. I still get nervous when she walks in a room. She go outside with no shoes on in the middle of the night, just to describe for you the shape of the moon. She will describe for you the shape of the moon. She's busy. The shape of the moon, she's busy. The shape of the moon, she's busy. Yeah, the shape of the moon. She's busy like a Costco on a Saturday. She's the only one who could make me stay. I got two boys, and they're 10, almost 10, and 13. They used to be a lot smaller. But I was thinking about them getting older, and I was thinking about Bob Dylan wrote a song for his son called Forever Young. And I was thinking about that song a little bit, and I decided to write this song. This is on our first record, which is called Check Your Baggage, and the song is called Let Your Light Shine In. Wind sits in the shoulder of your sail. Just be yourself and you can't fail. Here's a few things to keep in your memory. Hear my words and let my blessings go with thee. Keep your friends grappled to your soul. And when you love someone, let them know. Let your light shine in. Let it wash away all your sin. Let it keep the cold away from your skin. Let your light shine. Give everyone your ear, but few your voice. And hear them out, but make your own choice. Do not speak without thinking what you say. And it'll follow like the night follows the day. Open up your windows, unlock your doors, and you'll find that the light you have is yours. Just let your light shine in. Let it wash away all your sin. Let it keep the cold away from your skin. Let your light shine in. There is nothing that cannot be replaced, except your point of view when you fall from grace. Do unto others as you'd have done to you, and this above all, to thine own self be true. And let your light shine in. in. Let it wash away all your sin. Let it keep the cold away from your skin. Let your light shine in. Let your light shine in. This is a song about how beautiful Michigan is in the summertime. We were traveling up north and driving around up there, and there's, every time you get by those little towns that are up north, every time you go down the road and you drive by one of those tiny little bars, I always want to stop and go in there, and because I figure that's somebody's local bar, and I just want to see who's in there and just to check it out. And so this is about Michigan and up north and in the summertime, and it's called Sky So Blue. Well, the days are getting longer and the night takes its time, and the warmer weather's welcome for a change. And I am feeling better when I step out of my door, but there's still some things I'd like to rearrange. And I am so much happier when the leaves are on the trees and the cherry blossom smell is in the air, and the night is full of mystery and you are by my side with a gentle breeze blowing through your hair. Well, I thank God for this day and the summer sky so blue, for my family and friends and the way I feel about you. And I take time to be grateful for all the dreams that came true, and the sun in the summer sky so blue. Copper tone and barbecue and smell of fresh cut grass, children playing baseball in the yard. Let's go out for a drive, turn the radio up loud, and roll down all the windows on the car. Then stop and get a drink in a place we've never been, a tiny bar where no one knows our names. We'll laugh about it years from now, just like we will today. And when I look at you, I'll always feel the same. And I thank God for this day and the summer sky so blue, for my family and friends and the way I feel about you. I'll take time to be grateful for all the dreams that came true, and the sun in the summer sky so blue. 'Cause days like these don't grow on trees, and to each life some rain must fall. While the sky is clear, well, I want you near. Let's leave some questions unresolved. Well, the days are getting shorter and the nights are getting cold. September's coming faster than you think. So make some memories, keep your eyes open wide, because you just might miss it if you blink. Well, and thank God for this day and the summer sky so blue, for your family and friends and the ones who love you. Don't forget to be grateful for all your dreams that came true. And the sun in the summer sky so blue. And the sun in the summer sky so blue. And the sun in the summer sky so blue.
Thank you, Steve Taylor. What a blessing you are to all of us here at the ONTV studio.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Stop back by again later. We've got more live entertainment, and we thank God for you on this sunny winter day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks to Tim Williams, too. Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm Kendall Ashman visiting from Michigan State University.
And I'm Kylie Barber visiting from Central Michigan University.
And we are approaching our second hour of the 5 or 5 food drive benefiting the Oxford Orion Food Pantry.
Yes, and we have lots of more entertainment coming for you throughout the day. Be sure to drop off your donations at the studio here on Joslyn Road and get entered into those raffle drawings. So here's a quick look at some of the prizes that you can get today. I know we have around, 16?
I think we have 16.
I know there's like pizza places, salons. I know there's like oil change places.
Oh yes, an oil change.
Classic Lanes, the bowling parties.
Great.
What else do we have? I know she said like a little sneak peek earlier, and then
Kroger. I know they're giving away.
And Meijer. Meijer's a
Kroger
sponsor
and Meijer.
too.
Those are always some great
Yeah,
ones, especially for college students.
And B-Dubs.
Yes, B-Dubs.
I don't know if they're doing. Are they doing a raffle though?
I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out a little earlier.
We'll have to double check that.
We'll have to double check.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Okay, here we go.
Now we see them.
The Panera bread.
Yes, you can get
bread for a year.
Bread for a year.
Yeah.
Of that
and then
beautiful
there's also that pearl necklace.
That's great for Valentine's Day.
Yes. The natural skincare products.
Yes, those are always great.
Grondin's $50 hair center gift card. You can get a few haircuts with that.
Not sure what.
Yeah, and then what's that little it looks like
it's
basket,
it's a free makeup class. I remember you can go. You can win a couple with some of your.
Yeah. Oh, the homemade Afghan. There we go.
Beautiful.
That's really pretty. I can't even imagine making that.
Do or die on over $400 of products. That's wow. That's extraordinary.
Yeah. And then there's the photography place. Yeah,
those are great for some senior year pictures.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, the Kurzawa. Yep, Paula Kurzawa Photography.
Oxford 7 Cinemas, they're doing concession coupons, so you won't even have to pay for if you go see a movie, then you can just get some yummy food with it. 4 tickets to the Detroit Princess Riverboats. What else do we have? Oh, don't we have the Gals and Ghouls? We also have that.
Yeah, the makeup class sounds really cool. It's you and 3 of your friends.
Yeah, especially I'm sure you'd learn some
free makeup trial.
Yeah, you'd learn some pretty cool tricks.
Yeah.
And then we also have those Classic Lane bowling parties. There's 3, all worth $100. The Norwex. That's all like homemade, all natural. Yeah, all natural. It looks like there's like some like soap in there, some just like
I think cleaning supplies and all natural. Well, I think we got them all.
Yeah, nice look there.
So as the seasons change, so do the needs at the food pantry. I have a full list down here. There's a need for some hearty soups, stews, baked beans, canned chicken and tuna salad, salad dressings, and chicken or beef rice-a-roni.
Yeah. Also, make sure to check those expiration dates on those cans because that's especially important. We want to make sure that we're giving all fresh food to those in need. So it's just a quick check. Just check the label, and then we can avoid that problem.
Absolutely. And we'd like to thank once again our sponsors for this half hour, Classic Lanes and United Shore Baseball League, for their generous support here on TV. in the food drive.
And now we're moving into our hour 2 of On TV 5 for 5 food drive, and we welcome Galling Buck GMC, located at 1491 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. So Galling is a longtime supporter of the for the 555 food drive. This year they've donated a car wax kit, a free oil change, and some baseball hats. So a big thank you to Bill, Cocaine, us, and the crew at Galling for supporting Fish. So
we'd also like to welcome Culver's of Lake Orion, who is making sure our cast and crew are fed today. Again, me and Kylie cannot wait for lunch.
I know. It's hour 2 now. So
it's
now
hour
we're getting closer
2. Now we're allowed to be.
We had some cookies.
Yeah,
so
we just had
a
some
little
cookies.
snack. So, all right. Well, now it's time to show off some of the technology we have right here at the fingertips at On TV. We're going to go live over fiber optic cable to Lake Orion High School TV studio, and for this special presentation by our award-winning video production students of LOHS. So go Dragon Broadcasting.
Yes, take it away.
Coming up on today's special edition of LOAM, a recap of Sellout,
a new episode of Faces of LO,
and a look at the principal for a day. Stay tuned. Today is Saturday, February 9th, 2019. I'm Jenna Gaylord.
And I'm Teddy Hirschfield. Welcome to today's special telethon edition of LOAM. We're broadcasting live this morning from the Lake Orion High School television studio. Today's 6-hour telethon is all part of the ONTV Fish Food Drive. You can donate 5 non-perishable food items or $5 to help community members in need.
How can you donate? Well, there's 2 ways. Drive over to the ONTV studios at 1349 Joslyn Road to drop off your donations. While you're there, enter to win some amazing door prizes donated by Lake Orion business partners. The prizes range in value from $15 to over $400. The 5 for 5 food drive event runs until 4 p.m. today.
If you can't make it to the ONTV studios, donate directly to Fish Online. Visit www.oxfordorionfish.org and click on the PayPal button to donate via credit card. Every item and dollar counts to help those in need around our community. Take part in the ONTV 5 for 5 food drive right now.
Alex Hill tells us more on the ONTV Fish Partnership.
Oxford Orion Fish is a nonprofit organization that collects non-perishable food items for people in need in the Oxford, Lake Orion, Addison, and Oakland Township area. Located on Lapeer Road, just south of Drainer, every year in February, Fish works with ONTV to host a food drive for the community in correlation with their annual telethon.
About 6 years ago, they decided to do a live telethon, like it goes from 10 until 4, and people bring food and they donate it to us because they know we're a good cause. You know, there's a lot of hungry people in Oakland County, and we try to help them.
I had helped out at the Congregational Church different times, and our church, Thomas Methodist Church, gave the Thomas Hall to Fish for $1. And I was on the board at that time, and that's when I actually really came on board and started working full guns.
We supply food to people who are in need. They get to shop once a month. We have qualifications that they have to, live in a certain area. It's Oxford, Lake Orion, part of Oakland County, and Addison townships.
Well, Fish actually started in England. And if people needed help, they would put the fish emblem in their window, and that's how they would know that they needed food or whatever. How it got started here, I do not really know, other than years ago, it went on to the Thomas Hall, and that's when we started having our regular food pantry.
We're 45 years old, and now we're computerized, and we have this beautiful new pantry, and we've come a long way in 45 years. We're 100% volunteer staffed. All of our volunteers are local also. We're trying to, help our neighbors. That's our motto, is neighbors helping neighbors. We have everyone from a family of 1 to a family of 8, and they get your poundage depends on the family size. And one person gets 60 pounds, and then it kind of goes up there.
It's been absolutely a wonderful experience, and it's the best volunteer job I think anybody can ever have.
If anyone's interested in helping out, email us at oxfordorionfish@gmail.com or call us at 248-628-3933.
According to their 2018 year-end report, almost 5,000 individuals were served and over 180,000 pounds of food was dispersed. For WDBC, I'm Alex Hill.
LOHS hosted the annual sellout event where students give up their phones for a day for a good cause. Delaney Rogers has a story.
On January 18th, Lake Orion's leadership class hosted the 5th annual Sellout for Soldiers. After leadership students turned in their own phones for the day, doors opened and students also turned in their phones. We caught up with a few leaders of the event to learn more.
So Sellout for Soldiers is where students at Lake Orion High School have the opportunity to give up their phone. Leadership donates $1 to every phone that is given up for the day. It's really good. It shows school spirit. We have like the news com and stuff, and then everyone's wearing their shirts, so then the community really shows that like we all really appreciate everyone. In October, we started with promotion and fundraising, and then over the past couple months, we started working on logistics and the morning of. The morning started with setting up the registration table, so that was with the leadership and the Lead 9 class, so thank you to all of them for helping. And then we sorted the phones into shoe boxes in the auditorium lobby.
So I founded Cell Phones for Soldiers, which is the nonprofit that Sellout benefits. And Cell Phones for Soldiers is a charity that recycles used cell phones and generates a profit to purchase prepaid calling cards. And we send the calling cards overseas so that our military members can call home for free. I'm so impressed. It was very, very well organized. I didn't know how they would be able to collect 2,000 phones in under 30 minutes. I'm very impressed by everything, and it's been a great organization, so happy to be here today.
Thank you, Delaney, for that report.
Next is our regular segment called Faces of LO. Today, we take a look at a particular senior who's passionate about photography and graphic design. His emphasis is on landscape, Lego photos, and car drawings.
I got into photography and graphic design when I took graphic design my sophomore year, and then I took photography, the first photography class my junior year, and then I really enjoyed them, and that's when I started to get into it. I took photography and graphic design because they sounded like fun classes. Computer art, drawing on the computer. I've always liked drawing, and then, to have the images come out nice and clean on the computer, that sounded like fun, and I'm glad I took it because I have a lot of fun with it.
Justin is an excellent student. I've had him in graphic design and in photography. He's super imaginative and really grasps how to use the programs on the computer really well. So he's a really excellent drawer, using the computer, and then also using his camera. He knows his camera settings and is really good in Photoshop.
When it comes to photography, I take a lot of scenery pictures and then still lifes as well, but mostly scenery. When I go on vacation and stuff, I have fun, taking pictures of mountains and trees and stuff like that. And then for the graphic design, when it comes to drawing, it's mostly cars. Just car drawings.
I would say one of my favorite things he's created he made a whole series of photographs based off of using toys and putting them in different situations. Like he has a Lego guy cleaning the camera lens or taking a picture or playing a video game. He's super imaginative. Even in graphic design, he created fabric using old TV show cars. He drew them all by hand and arranged them in a repeating pattern to create this really colorful, imaginative fabric. So I think he's really, his strong point is his imagination and then his grasp of the tools and the concepts in class.
I like drawing cars. I've always been into cars because my dad works in the auto industry, and cars have always been a big part of my life. And I've always had fun going to car shows and looking at old cars and stuff. I've always had an interest in them, and so that's why I like drawing them. I want to work in the auto industry in the future. You know, I want to work and be around cars, you know, like concept cars or something. I could draw concept cars. That could be fun, but I haven't decided entirely yet.
You know what they say, Teddy, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
That is true. WDBC staff partnered up with this year's Diversity and Equity Coordinator to touch students' hearts with the No Slur campaign. Take a look.
I am Indian, but I am not a trend. People make a lot of generalizations about me and my culture. They assume that I have to marry an Indian man or I have to wear a dot on my forehead, but that's not who I am. I am not traditional. I am autistic, but I am strong, smart, I'm a member of NHS, and I'm going to college. I've been bullied for my autism in the past, but I have overcome it by making friends with adults and participating in events that have helped me benefit with other students with autism, including the Summer Transition Program at Western Michigan University.
I am black, but I am not the N-word or lazy. As a black woman, identifying as a black woman, it's different than like what most people experience. Like when people see me, they think of me as, ooh, she's exotic, or they either think, ooh, she's ratchet, she's this, she's aggressive, she's that. But I am none of those things. I'm just like you. I'm still human. I have flesh and blood just like you. The only thing different about us is the color of my skin.
I'm a hijabi, but I was never forced to put it on. When I first started wearing it, a lot of people were shocked, and I was not like full-out bullying, but kind of like quietly bullied. Kind of a lot in the classes, they make a lot of racial jokes about it, and like I'd laugh it off, but like it wasn't funny to me. If someone puts on a hijab, it's not always because their family's forcing it to them to. It's their own choice. It's their big step in life. So you don't need to keep saying that type of stuff to them.
Thank you for that. That was very moving. One of our regular features here on LOAM is our staff profile. It lets us tell the story of the people who work at Lake Orion High School. On this edition of Staff Profile, we showcase the leadership class's co-advisor, Ms. Lori Hogan.
I grew up in Traverse City, Michigan, and I lived there my entire life. It's a beautiful spot. I spend my summers there as much as I can now. I graduated from high school in 1993, and then I went on to Alma College, where I was there for 4.5 years, getting a Bachelor of Arts in Secondary Education and History. So I did 4 years at Alma, and then I came back to Traverse City, and I got a teaching job at Traverse City West High School, which at the time was a brand new high school. I taught there for about 4.5 years, and then I came to Lake Orion, where I was hired to teach social studies in the social studies department by Mr. Abbasi. And I have been a teacher here at Lake Orion ever since, so I've been here 17 years.
She's from Traverse City, I'm from Lake Orion here, but we both started here teaching the same year. Our desks are next to each other in the social studies office. Her classroom's right across the hallway from mine now. And as far as a teacher, I would say probably 2 words, 3 syllables each, probably energy and organized. She's highly energetic and very organized and very good teacher.
My boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, Jeff, was from Rochester. And so the day that I interviewed for Lake Orion High School, that morning, I also had an interview that same day at what was going to be a brand new high school called Stony Creek. But here's the funny part of the story. My high school that I taught at in Traverse City's colors were green and white. So I had a lot of green and white clothing. At that moment in my life, knowing nothing about the schools and the communities, I bled green and white. Well, I'm so thankful that I chose Lake Orion. I think it was for all of the right reasons. I mean, not just because I love green and white, but the culture here, the community here, the people here, you know, my colleagues that I work with in the social studies department and at Lake Orion High School. And it offered me the opportunity to put me in the place where I am right now with the student leadership and the student activities stuff.
In this building, Mrs. Hogan is not just there for me or for any one individual. If your path crosses hers in your time at the high school, she's not there for you just as a teacher, but as a person, as a friend, and as a mentor.
But I do, like, outside of school, I love to travel to tropical locations. I love to watch my son play baseball. I enjoy being on the lake. I enjoy being out on the boat and water skiing. I have 2 Labrador retrievers. I enjoy being with my dogs. It's just so neat to see different kids doing different cool things, you know, and I just think it's so neat. You know, people give teenagers such a bad rap. Oh, teenagers are disrespectful. Oh, teenagers are snotty. No, they're not. Teenagers are amazingly creative and wonderful kids, and you just got to give them the opportunity to be that.
Mrs. Hogan is a great teacher indeed. Lake Orion High School Principal Steve Hawley wanted to give students the chance to experience life as a building administrator. And at the same time, he wanted to spend time back in the classroom through the eyes of the student. And thus, the principal for a day was born in 2015. And just a few weeks ago, junior Kate Barker became the 4th principal for a day. Here's a look at her day as the leader of LOHS.
This year, I am always very excited about Principal for a Day. It gives an opportunity for a student to take my role, but it also gives me a chance to get out to the building and spend some time in classrooms as a student.
Mr. Hawley and Kate Barker switched places for the day in this year's Principal for the Day.
Kate was an outstanding principal for a day. She really has a lot of qualities that lend themselves to great leadership. First of all, I learned that she is very well known around the school building. But she also is a student that works extremely hard at her academics and is somebody that other people trust and listen to.
I applied to switch with Mr. Hawley because I thought it would be really fun to see the behind the scenes of the school, and it was really cool to see.
The day started with a walk around the school and then switched into a couple of meetings. Kate then had 2 meetings with both Mr. Palmieri and Mr. Burden during second hour. As this happened, Mr. Hawley attended Kate's second hour class.
Being a student for the day really truly gives me a great perspective on what our students go through each and every day. And some of the things that I learned is that the school day can seem very long, and it's a challenge going from class to class and staying engaged in the classroom. These are things that I talk to our staff about, and we're continually thinking of ways to instruct and help students to be engaged throughout the day.
The 2 then went to multiple meetings throughout the second half of the day.
My favorite part was probably just meeting different people in the office that I may not have gotten to know. It was cool to see how much they do on a daily basis and how much Mr. Hawley actually does play a part in all the decision making.
We've always enjoyed Principal for the Day. I think it's a great opportunity for a student to really see what goes on behind the scenes at Lake Orion High School. And because of that, I think we will continue each year to give one student an opportunity.
For WDBC, I'm Tyler Battershell.
You are watching the ONTV 5 or 5 Food Drive benefiting Oxford Orion Fish. Our live telethon airs until 4 p.m. and you can drop off your donations to the ONTV studios. They're in the Orion Center on Joslin Road next to Orion Oaks Elementary. Drop off $5 or 5 food items and enter to win some amazing door prizes. Many local businesses donated prizes for today's event. You can see the list on your screen. Drop off your donations today to get your entry for cool door prizes.
Now it's time to head over to Mark with sports.
Coming up on today's LO Sports Report, we'll look at the volleyball team's state title, plus cheer and wrestling. Stay tuned. The biggest sports story of the year so far is the Volleyball State Championship. The girls raised the trophy in November. It's the team's first ever state title. Kevin McCormick was with the team to catch the action.
The Lady Dragons went to the Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek for the state semifinals. They were ranked number 2 in the state, and they faced Farmington Hills Mercy, who were ranked number 1 in the state. The match started off even as both teams were tied 2-2 heading into the 5th and final set. The Lady Dragons ended up winning the set 15-13.
Everyone is super excited and really hyped for tomorrow because we have the chance to win states now, so it's really exciting. We're looking forward to bring energy, and we just want to play our best, so we want to win.
After winning the semifinals, the Dragons moved on to the finals on Saturday to face Rockford. They won the first set 25-18 and then proceeded to win the second set 25-23. Paige Briggs had kills to end both sets. Rockford ended up taking the third set 25-23, but the Lady Dragons regrouped quickly, and at 24-16, a spike from Paige Briggs ended the set and the match, giving the state championship to the Lady Dragons. We talked with some of the players and their head coach on how the weekend went.
It was unbelievable. We really had to focus because we were really into yesterday's game, and honestly, some people didn't think we could do it, so it was game time and we had to focus. It was insane. I can't even describe it. I was just kind of holding my breath, and I was like, this is the moment that we've been preparing for the last 4 months of volleyball that we've been playing all led up to this moment. It was insane.
It was just talking about playing 5 points at a time. Let's win the first 5 points. Every start of every set, we talk about put it on them those first 5 points. Let them know what we're here to do. And it was no different after losing the third set. It was just regain it in the first 5 points. That's all.
Felt awesome. I mean, we all fell to the ground. It was super exciting. I'm just so happy. Oh, it was great. We knew that they were going to win a set, and we just had to go play hard and just play as a team, really.
Well, my stomach dropped a little. I was a little bit of disbelief because as good as I knew we could be, you never think we're going to win at all. I mean, that's just, obviously a goal to get here, but to actually do it, think about these 10 seniors and what they sacrificed over their careers being at Lake Orion, and how they were able to, it all culminated in a win for them. So I'm so proud of them.
For WDBC, I'm Kevin McCormick.
The Lake Orion Dragons wrestling team traveled to Romeo High School to take on Oxford Wildcats last Thursday. Kobe Manzo has the story.
Traveling to Romeo High School, the Dragon wrestling team competed in the team district meet, facing off against the Oxford Wildcats. Even with pins from seniors Hunter Chambers and Jaden Fisher, along with strong performances from other teammates, the well-rounded Oxford team proved to be too much for the Dragons, defeating them 50-18. A couple of today's top performers stopped to talk with me after the meet today, and what high expectations they have for the underclassmen below them.
As a team, how do you think you've improved over the course of this season?
Technically we've always been a solid team, but it's all about mental toughness, and I feel like over the span of the season we've kind of grown and we stuck in there and fight. One of the greats, Mark Schultz, once said, "I'm sorry if you perceive me as an element of danger. I'm only interested in winning, pinning, and scoring points." And I think that's what our teams come out to be. Is we may not win most of the matches, but we're always in there fighting, trying to win.
How important is it to set the bar high for some of these underclassmen?
I think it's really important to set the bar high. When the going gets tough, you just gotta work hard. You gotta get through it. Working hard, getting off bottom, getting to our feet, man, that's just all what it is. And I think if we work on that more as a team, we can just dominate.
Even though knocked out of the district team meet, the wrestlers will now travel to Clarkson High School, where they will compete in the individual meet. For WDBC, I'm Kobe Manzo.
The wrestling individual districts are going on right now at Clarkson High School. The varsity cheer team recently hosted the annual Dragon Invitational at LOHS. Callie Neese was in attendance to cover the action.
The Lake Orion varsity cheer team hosted an invitational cheer competition. The girls took on 7 other teams in their division in their very own Dragon's Den. Round 1, the ladies received a score of 232.3. Round 2, a score of 226.88. Round 3, score of 314.1, securing a respectable third place for the Lady Dragons.
I think we did a really good job. We had a few mishaps, but it turned out really well for us.
I think we did really well all around. We got great scores and rounds, and we performed really well today.
3.28 is Lake Orion High School.
For WDBC, I'm Kelly Neese.
The varsity cheer is at their last regular season meet today at Oxford. And 1 week from today, they host the first round of the state playoffs. You can support the varsity team at 10 a.m. on Saturday next weekend. That's it for today's LO Sports Report. Keep it cool, LO. For WDBC, I'm Mark Studier.
Today's live telethon continues until 4 p.m. If you would like to donate directly to Fish, you can do so online via PayPal. Visit their webpage at www.oxfordorionfish.org and click on the PayPal button. Also on their website, you will find information about year-round drop-off locations and needed food items. Oxford Orion Fish is a nonprofit charitable organization.
That's all the time we have for today's special edition of LOAM. Stay tuned throughout the day as the ONTV Fish Telethon continues. Thank you for watching and have a great day.